Welcome to Stayf Draws. I'm Stayf, a Dutch artist, and I'm currently working on an exhibition for a museum, and it is about the Siege of Haarlem. It's the place I work and live in, and that took place in 1572 until 1573. Now doing some illustrations for an animation I'm making for the exhibition, and this is about a girl who walks through the city and then a cannonball hits her, but not quite. It just goes between her arms. I'm using the watercolor set, and that's still available on my Gumroad. Good news, now Gumroad also accepts PayPal, so you can also, buy the brushes through PayPal. I first made a sketch of the woman, and I'm now inking it with the watercolor brush I'm using the most. And I'm just doing the outlines, and these are on a separate layer, and underneath I will do the coloring later on. So I set this to multiply, so the layer in Procreate, because I'm doing this in Procreate, is set to multiply. And underneath I have a watercolor paper that's also available in the brush set. So in this layer I'm doing the shading as well. And because it is set to multiply, all the colors that go underneath will show through, and then you get a certain effect. The Siege of Haarlem in 1572 was about religion, because the Dutch were Protestant, the Spaniards were Catholic, and the war was about the domination of which religion. And the Spaniards wanted all the countries they conquered to be Catholic. So they thought they could take Haarlem within a day, but it took them 7 months to conquer Haarlem. And this is set in winter. And, to do illustrations in this manner, I just looked a lot at drawings and illustration and etchings from the 16th century. But this is one of the few illustrations I'm doing in watercolor. The rest I will do in an etching style. I will show you some of the other drawings, and these are pen drawings that are colored later in a later video. So now I'm doing the coloring in a layer underneath the outlines. And then you get a little bit more of a grid, because I don't want the colors to be very bright. And I really love these brushes because you can really build up the colors the same as you do on paper. Because the main brush has a lot of dilution, so a lot of water to it. So when you keep it on the canvas while you're painting, you can build up the colors, and when you press a little bit harder, you get more paint. This is also going to be an animation, and I just wanted to try out some new thing, because this is built up in layers already. So what I did at the end was create a cannonball that will fly through her arm, and just build up the drawings per layer. And then I can edit it later in Premiere, because I'm working with Premiere to edit the video, and then I just can cut out the in-betweens, and then you get the animation. So now I'm drawing the cannonball in steps, and this is a time lapse from Procreate. So you can see that the cannonball is flying through her arm, and she isn't harmed at all. And here's the final animation of this illustration. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you like it, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to hit that notification bell, because each time I upload a new video, you get a notification. Drawing is fun, and practice makes perfect. See you next time. Doodles!